Hello, artists. Today we are using a new art technique called one-point perspective. And one-point perspective is a way that you can draw to show space or to make things look 3D. And this uses a series of rules and steps that can help you achieve that. And so this is a really great skill to learn because you can apply it to so many different things. I recommend following along while I'm drawing today, and if I'm going too fast at any point, just pause the video. It's okay if your artwork looks different than mine, and I encourage you to just try some of these skills, but if it isn't sinking in, just follow along with me step by step. Today you need paper, pencil. I like having a good eraser for this because we will be creating guidelines that need erased, and a ruler or straight edge. I won't be measuring anything, so as long as you have something that's straight that you can draw along, that is all you need. So we are going to start with a rectangle in the center of the paper. The way that I use my ruler for this is I sketch out the general size that I want my rectangle to be, and then I go back in with that straight edge to clean it up. And I just find it helps me get it in the right spot. So today we're drawing a room in one-point perspective. And so this is our back wall of the room. I'm going to erase those sketch lines. I'm trying to draw pretty dark on here so that you can see well, but you are going to notice there are parts that we go back and erase. So if you want to draw lighter there, you're welcome to. You are going to add a point to the center of your room, and this is where one-point perspective gets its name. That's the point. And another word for this point is called vanishing point. I'm going to put VP so we know that, the vanishing point. And you'll see that that's where all of our lines go to. Next step is to draw our walls and floor. So you are going to connect your vanishing point to the corner of your rectangle, and you're going to keep drawing all the way to the edge of the page. Please do that to all 4 corners. Okay, so this doesn't look like a room right now, but when I erase out these, it starts to give us that general impression of a room, or maybe even some people describe it as a hallway. So this would be the floor, ceiling, wall. And so we are going to draw a few things that help it feel that way. First thing I'm going to do is put a rug on the floor. To do that, I'm going to draw a line parallel to the bottom of that back wall. However long I want. I want to leave a little bit of space between the end of my rug and the wall. And then just like before, I'm going to connect to the vanishing point. I know that I'm going to erase the section up here, so I'm actually going to just draw super light until I get to that point and draw it much darker. Same thing. Starting very light. When I get to that point, draw it so I can see it. And this maybe starts to look like a rug to you. If it doesn't, can you add that fringe across? And this is also a great time to stop the video and think about what do you want a pattern on your rug, a nice design. Maybe you want checkerboard. I think I'm going to make mine striped for right now. And one thing to keep in mind is things that are farther away are going to be a little bit closer together. And as they get towards the bottom or the front of your artwork, they get farther apart because they should be bigger. And so I showed that by spacing out my stripes farther apart towards this side of the room. Okay, and this again, so many options. I think I am going to put a door over here. So I know my door would be vertical. I'm starting with the door frame, and I'm going to start with this side of the door, just deciding how tall I want it. Goes all the way to this first line that I drew. I think my door is going to be about this wide. There's my doorway. So now all I need is the top. If I draw this straight across, like we're tempted to do, it is not in perspective. And so I need to draw from this point to the vanishing point, and that's how I give that depth and space. Line it up, and so I'm lined up from my vanishing point to the side of this wall. I'm not completing that because I know I would need to erase it. If it's helpful for you to draw all the way to the vanishing point, go for it. That's not wrong. It just saves a little bit of work and a little bit of eraser. So this looks like a rectangle, but does it look like a door? Not necessarily. So I could add a doorknob, and it could feel like a door that way, or maybe I want this to be just an opening into another room. So I'm adding a little thickness here, which would be that door frame. I would erase out the wall, or excuse me, like the bottom where the wall and the floor meet. And then it enters into another room. Another fun detail I like to add is showing the back of that space. So maybe you have, there's the back wall. Maybe this is even an opportunity where I want to show like a fireplace or something back there. So I could sketch in fireplace, mantle, could show roaring fire. And see how it almost feels like you could step back into that space. This is a great opportunity to customize and kind of show what you would like. I could add a rug on the floor. Maybe I even want to do some sort of hardwood floor or tile. I could add a couch, all sorts of details. Last thing we're going to do today is put something on this wall. I'm going to make it a window, but you could make it a picture. They all follow the same steps. You could even make this into another door. For the window, I'm starting with my vertical lines, just like I did with my door, but I know they don't need to go all the way down to the floor. I know my window would have some wall underneath it. So I'm going from this vertical line to our vanishing point. And then same thing over here. And I have my window. I can erase where I overshot, connect that. Maybe I want to add some trim around my window. And again, I'm going to connect the top to my vanishing point. Okay. I could put, if I wanted to have like window sashes, maybe I even want to show what's outside of the window. So I could draw some bushes here. Maybe I see like the street and there's some pines or something. And all of these little details is really what makes it feel 3D. I could add more items on the back wall, but for today, I just want you to experience, to practice with 1-point perspective. For some of us, this is a totally new concept, and I will be honest, when I did this, when I was your age, I found it very challenging. So do what you can, and we're going to spend the next few weeks practicing and seeing what other details we can draw out. So if it doesn't sink in today, that's okay. We will get there. Remember, you can always pause the video to stay on pace with me. Please take a picture and submit what you drew today to the assignment. Thank you.